Union Minister Prakash Javadekar joins me now. Why did Mission 44 fail? Mr. Javadekar, why did it fail?
Where it has failed?
In Jammu and Kashmir.
We have become 26. No, not at all. If from 11, if we are got more than 250% seats, is it a loss? We aimed at 44, but that was for one state. That is not Congress. 44 is for all India. That's the difference.
Sir,
and therefore, I will say our mission 44 has not failed. We aspired to win 44. You should not have low aim. Low aim is crime. High aim is not crime. And we have achieved 2/3 of it. So this is good result. It is more than distinction.
34.
And you got 26. 44 was to form your government. That was the majority.
Okay.
So they said in each state they want to go for the majority.
Does it
one second, Mr.
actually
Javadekar,
deny the fact that you actually said Mission 44, which means that it would be a BJP government? Now you'll actually have to go as a junior partner with somebody. Is that somewhat of a come down as far as the BJP is concerned?
No, they don't.
No,
they don't actually. They go with the NC.
The aspirations of people are very clear. People want good governance. People want progress. They don't want routine things. But Congress has created such a worst image in the valley.
That's the question.
I have a question for Mr. Javadekar.
That you will have to wait. You can ask me n number of times, but my answer will always be wait till tomorrow afternoon because there is a process.
Sir, 1 minute.
And the first decision,
Sir, you gave yourself a distinction.
is that let us not form the government on the TV screen, but in the parliamentary board.
Sir, I just calculated. You gave yourself a distinction, but according to my figures, you get 59%. 26 divided by 44 into 100.
So anything more
That's
than
not a
50 is
distinction.
always good.
So for 59% was your
So
target.
if it's not distinction mathematically, it's a
Sir,
political
it's a second
distinction.
class.
And it's
It's a
a
second
wonderful
division.
distinction. We have
It's a
made a
second
mark.
division, not a distinction.
We have increased the base. You are thinking as if, no, you are discussing like we had 44 seats and we have come down to 26. It is not. We had only 11 seats and we have made gains. That is the important.
I'm only pulling your leg. May I clarify? Questions coming your way. No, 1 second. Mr. Javadekar will stay with us another few minutes. Aarti Jairath has a question.
Mr. Javadekar, can you help us understand why you failed to open your account in the Valley? Why did you not win a single seat there?
Aarti Jairath, that's a good question. And let me answer with all serious political wisdom which I have. First, in the Kashmir Valley, we have a legacy issue where after the partition and the pains of partition and Kashmir accession and the resultant controversies, and that was not handed over to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, so things continued for many decades, and that's why there is a barrier in the mental barrier in minds of many people as far as Jansangh or BJP was concerned. They was perceiving as enemies. But then they changed it when Atal Bihari Vajpayee actually started delivering. And Atal Bihari gave 3 things. He told that not in the daira of Samvidhan, but daira of Insaniyat. That was one. Second, Omar Abdullah was part of his ministry. And he ensured a smooth, successful election. And then PDP came to power. And PDP also said that he had done justice with us. So, Atalji delivered on 2 things. He created a confidence among the Kashmiris that here is a government which we perceived wrong, but is delivering, actually is doing justice. Then again there was 10 years of collapse and we were not in power. But now again, Narendra Modi ji has created that confidence.
One more question and then we are moving to the debate. One last question.
जो विरोधी थे वो अब सुन रहे हैं, पसंद कर रहे हैं, साक्षी बने हैं. अब आने वाले चुनाव में वो साथी बनेंगे, ये मेरा पूरा विश्वास है।
आपके दिमाग
No, no, watch, Mr. Said.
आपके दिमाग में ये 44 आया कैसे फिर?
या आया कैसे?
आया कैसे? कहाँ से, किस आपने ये बिल्कुल सही है, हम मानते हैं, लेकिन ये 44 का पर्टिकुलर मेजॉरिटी मार्क आया कैसे फिर? अगर ये सब आप जानते थे तो इसका मतलब है आपको पता नहीं था, ये अब यू आर इन्वेंटिंग द आइडिया नाउ।
Exactly.
नो, वी आर नॉट री इन्वेंटिंग और इन्वेंटिंग आइडिया नाउ, पोस्टपोन नहीं है। देखो भाई, कोई चुनाव में जाता है तो ये कहता है कि नहीं मेरे भाई 20 ही लोग आएंगे, उसके लिए मुझे वोट दो। ऐसा थोड़ा ही, मैं ऑपोजिशन बैठने के लिए वोट दो, ऐसा थोड़ा ही मांगता है। कमाल है यार, आप चैनल शुरू करते हो तो दुनिया जीतने के लिए शुरू करते हो।
मिशन 40, नो स्पीच, नो कैंपेन स्पीच came without beginning and end of this.
No, I'm going into the debate.
अरे भाई, कोई अपना न्यूज़पेपर शुरू करता है, कोई अपना चैनल शुरू करता है, कोई अपना पार्टी शुरू करता है, वो जीतने के लिए करता है या हारने के लिए करता है? तो जीतने के लिए करता है, उसमें क्या है? मैं पहली दफा टीवी पर चर्चा सुन रहा हूं कि हाई एम इज क्राइम, वी वेर टोल्ड लो एम इज क्राइम।
जम्मू का राज करने का टाइम आ गया है, जम्मू इलाके का।
There was no mission like this for Jharkhand.
This was
one question. प्रकाश जी, क्या समय आ गया? आप इतिहास के बारे में बता रहे हैं।
अच्छा,
क्या
मुझे
जम्मू
लगा
को श्रीनगर से राज करने का क्या समय आ गया है? ये मेरा सवाल है। आप इतिहास बता रहे हैं, क्या इतिहास बता रहे हैं कि बड़े बड़े चेंजेस होने चाहिए? ये बताइए मुझे। हाँ,
नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूं। पहले तो आपने अच्छा याद दिलाया कि झारखंड भी हुआ आज चुनाव। मुझे लगा टाइम्स नाउ का डिस्कशन सुन के कि आज केवल जम्मू कश्मीर का ही इलेक्शन का रिजल्ट आया।
Very wrong.
Very wrong.
I protest against this, Mr. Javadekar. I protest against this. Yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I am not against you, Arnab. I am not against Times Now. लेकिन हमारे पत्रकार मित्र जो बैठे हैं पैनल में और सारे दोस्त हैं, उनको लगता है कि कश्मीर की ज्यादा चर्चा करें। तो मैं समझता हूं, क्योंकि आने वाले दिनों में कश्मीर पर भी हम राज करेंगे और 2019 के चुनाव जब लोकसभा के होंगे तो हमारे 20 मुख्यमंत्री होंगे, या आज ही आप नोट कर लीजिए।
Prakash Javadekar, thank you very much. And now we are going into the debate. Thank you. Okay, Muzaffar Beg of the PDP, thanks for staying on with us and being so patient. Right? We have Shabnam Lone, senior advocate, joining us. Muzaffar Beg of the PDP, I can see on the screen there, C.R. Kesavan, not Mukul Kesavan, and also Mustafa Kamal. Anil Dhar of the National Conference. I got the name wrong. Anil Dhar of the National Conference. Welcome. And Vani Tripathi Tikku of the BJP. The panel is complete. Okay, first of all, C.R. Kesavan, stop gloating about the BJP not getting on Mission 44. Get a move on. You did very badly. Don't start changing the goalpost. Focus on yourself. Instead of talking about Mission 44. You've heard this all day from the BJP. I want you to respond, then we'll begin the debate.
The Congress party is not gloating over anybody's defeat here. It was a self-proclaimed goal and their hopes have been dashed by the people. As far as the Congress party is concerned, we are disappointed, but I'd like to say that we have never been a principal player in Jammu and Kashmir. We've been a stakeholder in the governments, but now we are talking about being not a principal player but a principled player, and that is the question which is facing the BJP and the PDP today. Let me just make one observation. I want to quote the Prime Minister in a speech in Kathua on December 13th. We have a senior statesman from PDP. I hope sir listens to me. The Prime Minister says, quote, "Are there no more sons and daughters of Jammu and Kashmir? Will only one father and daughter run the government here? Do you always have to remain in this triangle? Don't look at the father-daughter duos. Look at your own sons and daughters." Now the question is simple. Is there going to be a Faustian deal and a raw deal to the people of Jammu and Kashmir, especially to the people of the
Muzaffar
valley
Beg,
and
answer
Ladakh?
that.
That is
Muzaffar
the question.
Beg, the charges
is there
of
going to be a
hypocrisy.
Faustian deal?
Mr. Beg, the Congress party accusing you of hypocrisy by opening the door for talks with the BJP. I think it is time for you to directly respond. Mr. Beg, did you hear Mr. Kesavan of the Congress party?
Arnab, to BJP too. Is there going to be a Faustian deal? It's not.
One at a time, Mr.
To BJP too.
One at a time, Mr. Kesavan, and then the BJP also will respond to you. I'm sure Vani Tripathi Tikku is not going to take that lying down. The charge that anyone teaming up with the BJP is a political hypocrite is going to be responded by Vani Tripathi. But first, Mr. Beg, please respond to the Congress charge of hypocrisy.
You see, in the event that BJP and PDP forge an alliance, then this issue will arise that Prime Minister Modi was, criticizing so-called family rule of muftis. They will have to perhaps explain the situation. We don't have to. But let me tell you frankly, if you don't mind, let me wear the hat of an analyst rather than a PDP functionary. We are in a very interesting, a very challenging stage so far as electoral politics is concerned. Things have changed dramatically during the course of the day. There was a stage when it seemed to be quite easy for PDP and Congress to come together and form the government. What is the situation today? At this stage, PDP has 28 and Congress has 12. Together, they are 40. Let's assume for a second that NC and BJP want to get together. Then it's 25 plus 15, that is also 40. That means in either case, if this is the first option, in either case, PDP and Congress cannot form government without the help of at least 4 independents. The same will apply to BJP plus National Conference. Now, an interesting observation has been made by Mr. Amit Shah. 3 options, he says, that they could form a government. They can form a government on their own, which means that they will have to have at least 20 people supporting them. Where will those 20 people come from? Assuming all the 7 independents are in their fold, it will be 32. They will still be short by 10 or 12 people. So that seems to me to be a very hypothetical kind of option. The second option is giving a support from outside. Now that means not forming an alliance, but perhaps supporting PDP from outside. Now that's very gracious of them if they think on those lines, but that also would be a very unstable government. It wouldn't command the kind of political and moral authority that is necessary for any state, particularly state of Jammu and Kashmir, where there are enemies waiting to kill our children the way they killed their own children. So you need a very stable government, a very responsible government. Therefore, if you want to have a stable government, I am talking as an analyst, I am not begging for any certain course of action on behalf of BJP. They have to take the decision which they think is in national interest or in the interest of the party.
Now, Mr. Beg, Mr. Beg, may I please? No, Mr. Beg, Mr. Beg.
If BJP,
Mr. Beg, I admire what you are doing. I truly admire what you are doing. You know, what you are doing, Mr. Beg, is using all your years of experience as a legal luminary as well as a politician to avoid the question and say, I will become an analyst and I'll give you 20 options which can happen, and then say any of these options can happen. Now, I will not let you mutate from being a PDP leader on the program to being a political analyst, Mr. Beg. I feel you dodged my question. I feel you should answer my question. I feel you should honestly answer the question. The charge put against you of hypocrisy, I expected you, Mr. Beg, to give a clear answer to that. You dodged it, Mr. Beg. So I pass it to Vani Tripathi Tikku. Vani Tripathi Tikku, anyone dealing with you is also a hypocrite. Vani, would you like to respond to Mr. Kejriwal?
No, just
Vani. No, Mr. Beg, you...
Yes,
Mr. Arnab,
yes, Arnab, I would like to...
Just let me answer that question. Will you please let me answer that question?
I would like to respond to it
Please
very
let me
much.
answer that question.
Okay, Mr. Beg wants to answer.
How
one second,
we
Mr.
be
Beg.
accused of
Answer.
hypocrisy that Mr. Modi leveled certain allegations against PDP and we join hands? Where is it hypocrisy on our part? In that case, you should address that question to BJP, not to us.
No, the hypocrisy is that he's called you names and you're tying up with him. The hypocrisy is you have a different position on several issues and you're tying up with him. The hypocrisy is also, Mr. Beg, that you try to use numbers to justify your position. Look at the numbers today. PDP can easily tie up with the Congress party. PDP plus Congress party, that's 28 plus 15. That is...
They're 12. Congress
12, but you got 40. If you want to, you can form a government. What Mr. Beg is saying, we don't want to form a government with the BJP. No, Mr. Beg, what you're saying is we don't want to form a government with the BJP. We're having to form a government with the BJP.
And we want Mr. Beg.
Vani Tripathi.
I can't hear you well, Arnab, but please give me a chance. Please repeat your question. Will you please repeat your question? I didn't hear you.
Sorry, C.R. Kesavan.
Arnab, you will not let me be an analyst.
At least...
Arnab, please let me tell you, we are not hypocritical about anything. We are not on the defensive.
Sir, that's okay. Fine. I'm just saying it's not that you don't... I'm repeating what you said. Vani Tripathi Tikku respond to Mr. Kesavan.
I am not going to compete with you. Arnab, I am not going to compete with you. I don't have any such ambitions that I will become an analyst and take your job.
Sir, I'm neither an analyst nor an opportunist. I'm just a journalist. Vani Tripathi Tikku, please.
Arnab, give me at least 30 seconds if I'm not interrupted, if not by you, by other panelists. You know, it's very interesting for me. I was also on your debate in the morning, and it's again deja vu time for me because I end up meeting Mr. Kesavan on the day of election results for past at least 4 to 5 elections, including the national ones. So it's great deja vu for me. I also remember that Mr. Kesavan in the morning had called the alliance, if at all it happens, between the BJP and the PDP, an unholy one, and then of course the panelists changed. So the issue is that I'm not disappointed by these acerbic, sort of attacks that the Congress party constantly does, because let me remind you that the BJP over so many years, including the large mandate that we got before, the national results came, all kinds of, permutation combinations were being put then also. And as Mr. Javadekar said, Mission 44 was successful because more than 12% of the vote share for the BJP has gone up in Jammu and Kashmir. And just wait till tomorrow to know what kind of an alliance emerges in Jammu and Kashmir. And the alliance will be for progress and development in education for the whole region of Jammu, Kashmir, Leh and Ladakh. But let me say this, Arnab.
Mr. Kesavan accuses anyone who deals with you of being a hypocrite, of being in an unholy relationship. Answer him if you can, Vani.
Well, of course, the hypocrisy, yes, I'm answering it. The hypocrisy lies in the fact that we had Mission 44 and Congress is reduced to only 44 in the whole country. So it is probably on their part that they need to answer. Anybody who allies with the BJP. Mr. Kesavan, you have nothing to say. You have nothing to say tonight. You have nothing to say tonight. You have nothing to say tonight. You have nothing to say tonight on this debate. You can go on calling names. You can go on calling. No, you of course will make a point. You of course will make a point, Mr. Kesavan. You always do. Of course, this is not spinning. This is the truth. This is the truth. This is the truth, Mr. Kesavan. You were wiped out in Maharashtra. You were wiped out in Maharashtra. You were wiped out in Maharashtra. You were wiped out in Haryana. Go on shouting. Go on shouting. It's okay. You can go on shouting. You can go on shouting. You are not allowing me to complete. You are pouncing on me, Mr. Kesavan. You are pouncing on me. You're not allowing me to complete.
Don't be defensive. Don't be nervous. I'm completing because you had your chance, Vaniji.
Why will I be nervous? Why will I be nervous?
I'm completing.
Look at your own self. Why will I be nervous?
Then let me speak. If you're not nervous, let me speak. Let me make my point. There is no
Arnab, why is he shouting? He asked a question which I'm trying to answer.
I'm nervous. I'm still.
Why? No, you have not allowed me to complete, Mr. Kesavan. As usual, you have not allowed me. You have not allowed me by shouting on me. Mr. Kesavan, by shouting on me. By shouting on me.
Please, may I please
You are not
invite-
going to get anywhere.
Can I ask
No,
Mr. Dhar if he
Kesavan.
can I ask Mr. Dhar if he feels a PDP and no, 1 second. Mr. Dhar, do you think a PDP BJP relationship is an unholy relationship? Do you think so?
Well, we had predicted it much before that they are into some sort of an unholy nexus with each other. And then, as a matter of fact, Mr. Goswami, the issue is very simple and straight. PDP is number one party. BJP is number 2, 3 seats behind them. Now, all these parties had campaigned vociferously against National Conference to defeat National Conference. My leader, Omar Abdullah, has categorically said, he said, those people who have been mandated with some majority, let them cobble up a majority and form a government. If they have been mandated to form a government, why are they shying away, admitting in open that they had a secret understanding or they have an unholy alliance or they are not going to form a government? Now going right, left and center about it, I don't think it solves the purpose. What is more important for J&K? One thing, on a larger scale, the democracy has won this election. Democracy, Indian democracy has won. People have come out in large numbers, both in Jammu.
Of course, democracy has won,
Mission
but you've
44 has got aborted at
Democracy has won, but
Mission
you've lost.
44.
Is this an unholy alliance?
We may not have.
Is this an
We
unholy
may
alliance?
not have feared as we may not have feared we may not have feared as better as
Who's in an unholy alliance?
we may not have feared. We may not have fared as better as expected, but at the same time, I'll tell you
Who's
by
in an
way of
unholy
vote
alliance?
percentage.
Who's in an unholy alliance?
I would say if
Shabnam Lone, who's in an unholy alliance?
You know, the slogan of BJP was that dynasty and democracy do not go together. That's the message which Mr. Amit Shah gave specifically in the Valley. And he was very, very strident in his criticism of family rule. He said, बाप बेटे की सरकार और बाप बेटी की सरकार नहीं चलेगी. Secondly, he made it very clear that both the families have looted the state, and the words that he used was looted. I would really be very interested to know that since 44 seats and the 44 mission has not been accomplished, on what basis would the looters and the baap beti sarkar and the dynasty and democracy slogan, how they would go about it? One. Secondly, we have a couple of shell-shocked parties today. You see, PDP was really thinking they'll get more than 44 seats, and I think BJP had wrongly calculated that they're going to have 44 seats. Anyway, there has been a newspaper report which has been reported. Somebody talked to me today that Mr. Mufti Mohammad Saeed and Mr. Ram Madhav did have a meeting somewhere in Jammu. Anyway, that's beyond the point. Secondly, what's important is I would like to know how Mr. Amit Shah or the BJP would reconcile with this self-rule of the PDP.
Okay.
That and how the PDP would reconcile
To the panelists.
with the abrogation of Article 370
Okay, you
of
made
the
your
BJP.
point. No, I'd like to put this question to the panelists. There is much more at stake. I have put this question to our panelists, either of you. The BJP stands to lose more if it gets into this relationship with the PDP. Who agrees with that? The BJP tends to lose more.
I agree with that.
Ajay Bose, you've spoken.
I agree with that.
Kumar
BJP stands to gain and PDP also stands to gain. I don't think BJP is going to lose in this particular bargain.
Rashni Kher, is it pragmatic or long term?
It is pragmatic, it is opportunist.
It will be very, very difficult. But this is
difficult.
This is the combination that is going to happen. This is difficult, very difficult. But this is what is going to happen.
No,
I've been saying it all day.
What is the great need now to go ahead with a difficult relationship like this? What do you gain?
To keep the Congress out, you actually fight
I'll
elections
explain.
to form
I'll explain.
governments. That's what most political parties. That's what most political parties fight elections for, to form governments. But my question is really to Mr. C.R. Keswan, you know, he actually said in
We'll
the
go back to
beginning
that debate.
of his debate, he said, no, the point he made was that Congress has never been the principal party, it's a principled party. Is the principled party the party that did business with PDP in 2002?
No.
Did you do business with the NC
Yeah.
in 2008? How? No, I'm quoting you exactly. I'm quoting you. 1 minute.
No, you
Let me
said this.
complete. You said you're
No, you
a
said this.
principled party.
No, let me tell you
How
what I
could you
said.
do business
I said
with
we are-
PDP
we are-
in 2002 and with the National Conference in 2008 if you're so principled?
No. What Mr. Kesavan Navika is completely correct. You said we are not the principal party, we are the principled party. You said we are the principled party. You made a value judgment, she's correct.
No. I said we are not a principal party, but we see who's the principal party. I never said.
Now you're twisting it.
I talked about
Now
the
you're
PDP.
twisting it.
I talked about the PDP.
This situation
Replay your
cannot be
tape.
avoided.
No,
Please
one
replay
second.
your tape.
This situation cannot be averted for long, because in Jammu and Kashmir, as I told you earlier also, the most undesirable thing is to put the state under president's rule or governor's
No, but
rule.
there's another
there are compulsions for both parties if they make it.
Sir, one second. I'd like to get Rashnik and after that Aarti and Nirja on this.
See, what is the necessity? The necessity is this: for PDP, it is like putting NC out of the dock. For BJP, it is putting Congress out of the dock. So with one coalition, you are killing two. Basically, at least you are putting them into a place where they are not in power. That is an important necessity for both of them.
One minute. May, is it an acknowledgement, Nirja and Aarti, of a bigger point? That the Kashmir Valley, there was an attempt. What was Mission 44 about? Mission 44 was about breaking into the Kashmir Valley. Now, there are different ways in which the government can be formed here today. Jay, would you like to come up and just take us through it?
Yeah.
PDP plus BJP, 44 seats.
25, 44 is the halfway mark. They can easily scale up to 53.
So this is a 44. It's a majority
it's a
mark in the
neat
House.
coalition. If they go the other way with the Congress or with the other parties, look at the trouble. This would still add up to just 42.
Yeah.
Yet keeping them too short of the halfway
And it's
mark.
a hugely complicated relationship. These are not personalities who can easily get along with each other. Sajjad and Omar. Well, you ought to be really, it's
But with a few
theoretical.
independents, they could make it.
Absolutely. Third possibility out
This
here,
is the
which
third
interesting.
possibility. That's again with the JKPC, but they're still going to be too short. Now you have 3 independents, you have the secular party, a lot of small parties and independents that they have to deal with if they go for
But it tells you there are possible government formation situations which don't include the BJP.
Yeah.
So there are ways in which in which you can form the government if you want to without the BJP as well. Yes. Nirja, Aarti and Sabha. Is it an acknowledgement by the PDP? By tying up with the PDP, is it an acknowledgement that we tried to get into the Kashmir Valley and we've been rejected? Is that an acknowledgement that the BJP will be making here? Kashmir Valley yours, Jammu is ours.
Yeah, well, Arnab, in any case, I always thought Mission 44 was an unrealistic target. And all that history that, Javadekar gave us, I don't know what they were thinking of when they put that number of 44. But I think that the PDP, BJP is something that has to happen. Arnab, if it doesn't happen, the gulf between Kashmir and Jammu will just widen. And this is the only alliance that can help to bridge that gulf. It will be a difficult relationship, there's no question about it, but this is the only relationship that can help to bridge that gulf. And I think in the interests of the state and the larger national interest, it's an important alliance.
Yes, but it's significant what you're saying here because I'm looking at the numbers here. It's 1.18%. The BJP, of course, not opened its share of seats in the Kashmir Valley, of course. My question is, if I just pull up the graphics there, has the BJP been able to break into the Kashmir Valley? The BJP remains a solely Jammu-based party. It's been burnished by the fact here, in fact, that as far as the Kashmir Valley is concerned, the BJP gets 1.18%. They got 0.93% in the Lok Sabha election. So to an extent, you're right. The entire base of the BJP, its vote share, its seats are coming entirely from Jammu. Yes, Nirja. Nirja.
I agree with Aarti there that you cannot have a government led by a party which represents only one region. So if you leave out either Jammu or the valley, this is going to be very risky, fraught with risk about what happens to the state in the future. Now, the other thing that can be done is if the NC were to support PDP and Congress combination, that also would add up in numbers, but the NCs ruled that
Very
out.
unlikely.
Therefore, the only viable, politically stable formation is this difficult, but then every alliance is difficult.
No, but that is difficult.
I've spoken to
But
people
not
in
having
Srinagar.
not
Now let
having
me
an
just-
alliance is also difficult.
Kumar,
Yeah, not
in the
having
morning,
Having alliance is a difficult alliance, but not having alliance
in the morning,
is perhaps
Arnab,
more difficult.
No,
in the morning, I was one of the first people who said it will be PDP, BJP. By now, I've changed my view a little bit because the BJP is they're two heavyweights now. The margin is very small over here. The BJP, right now, I'm given to understand that because the Congress has already made an offer, that there is a lot of thinking, unconditional offer, that there is between now government formation in such a complicated situation. The simpler thing may happen because the BJP, there is a view in the BJP that this is also their opportunity to come to power. So in fact, the performance being so close of both the parties, the margin of 3 makes the possibility of a PDP Congress government also a reality.
But they'll be 7 short. They'll be 7
they'll
short.
figure out. They'll figure it out.
How can they figure out?
Please, now we
Look,
are
No, watch it. Navika, let's look at those numbers again. Right?
Look at those numbers.
No, let's look at the numbers
It's a
again.
highly unstable government that
That's
has come
right.
about
Very
and
right.
collapsed.
No, just one.
And
Just one.
also, Mufti's experience with the Congress in the past has not been a pleasant one.
And what is wrong?
That 2002 to 2008 period,
BJP
it was
has
not
made
a
Be
pleasant
simpler.
experience.
I mean, the situation is changing so quickly that I've been calling up people.
The scenario being presented here.
Everybody is positioning. Everybody is positioning.
No, watch it.
Best
No,
possible.
the scenario that Sabha is talking about.
It's a 40, it's a minority.
The scenario that Sabha is talking about.
Only arithmetical. That is only
Sabha's
arithmetical possibility. It is not political possibility.
Watch. Just 1 minute. Watch 1 minute.
No, come
PDP. No, watch it. PDP plus, and let's put up the numbers. PDP plus Congress. PDP plus Congress plus Sajjad. Right? Plus independence.
Sajjad be with them, yeah, please.
Plus independence.
You carry on any hypothetical situation of you can keep on adding numbers.
That comes to
We are
45.
talking about a stable
Can
government
you
which has to come
imagine
about.
Mehbooba Mufti with Rahul Gandhi? I mean, please.
Cannot go there.
There's no question of that happening.
No question.
Anyway, the whole process is going to take some days. Arnab.
Just let's
Sajjad cannot go there.
Can everyone not speak to
Can
me?
I just point out one thing? It may well be that the BJP-PDP alliance may be a more stable one. But please try and understand that Narendra Modi is also the Prime Minister of the country.
Yeah.
If this alliance, which everybody admits is going to be a difficult alliance, if it blows up in his face,
Yeah, exactly.
he will have to take some of that responsibility. Why should he risk? Why should he risk just to be a junior partner in Kashmir? Why should he risk his larger national credibility, considering that they have such deep-rooted
Mr. Rajagopalan.
The other point
Mr. Rajagopalan.
The other
What is deep-rooted?
One at a time, please. 1 second.
One second. What is deep-rooted? Article 370 is never deep-rooted. How many times they put it onto the back burner? Come on, please. RSS, please. We can carry on debating this. How many times has Article 370 put? How many times has Article 370 gone into the background? How many times?
There was 6 years.
Deep-rooted.
It was a first controversial statement that
Yes,
was
but
made
it was
by
fair
a
enough.
minister
But how many
in this
times has it
government
been put on the back
almost
burner?
immediately after the
Aarti,
government
how
was
many
formed.
times has it gone into the back burner?
I'm from JMK.
How many times has it
Gentlemen, 1 second. One at a time, please.
There is another problem. There is also the question of power sharing. Okay, now sources are saying that with this kind of close number, if you're talking, if Mufti is going to enable the BJP to share.
Sabha,
Yeah.
theoretically possible. Theoretically.
No, I'm just
But
giving
I'm
you
telling you
what
why it
people are
won't
saying.
happen. And let's get our panelists also on it. I just want to go back to our panelists. 1 minute. The reason I think it will not happen is because if you look at Mehbooba Mufti's diatribe against the Congress party has always been harsher, hasn't it, than a diatribe as
Absolutely
vis-a-vis the
correct.
BJP.
Yes.
She has accused the Congress party
Correct.
of indulging in every, and I quote, she says every single mistake, every single act of corruption, every single incident of land grabbing, scam and scandals for the last 6 years. I don't think this is going to vanish overnight. and it's not going to vanish overnight, and she's not going to say, oh, let's forget all this and let's weigh our options and go with Rahul Gandhi.
No, I think in the BJP also soon after Lok Sabha, as she pointed out, soon after the Lok Sabha elections, that Minister of State from Jammu made a statement that we are committed to abrogation of Article 370. It was immediately corrected. So there is an awareness in the BJP.
Can I answer what Ajay Bose said?
Sensitive.
Yes, Rashmi.
You see, look at the flip side of what he said. He said, why would Mr. Modi want it to bomb? But look at it, when Mr. Modi gives support to PDP, he establishes himself as a statesman-like figure, saying, oh, we wanted a stable government, and there it is. There we have a stable government. It gives us immense goodwill throughout Jammu and Kashmir. Immense goodwill.
In fact, he will be seen as flexible. In fact, he will be seen as flexible and not stubborn in this case. And he wants to be seen, and he wants to neutralize. He wants to neutralize the RSS.
All over India.
No, but he wants to neutralize the RSS. RSS has been campaigning 370. He wants to neutralize RSS. This is a biggest opportunity.
It is 53, much above the 44 mark. Therefore, PDP, BJP alliance is stronger, and in return, in lieu of that, in the morning, as I told you, I have information. Modi will induct 2 ministers from PDP, and also in February 2015, Rajya Sabha election from Jammu Kashmir is going to happen. There, the BJP will also play a major role in that.
This completely goes against the way the BJP has been behaving for the past 6 months. It completely goes against the grain of Amit Shah's. No, it completely goes against the grain of Amit Shah's very aggressive style of politics, where he's not trying to do coalition dharm, trying to do. It's complete. That if it was the old Vajpayee's BJP, certainly yes. But this is a different BJP. This is a very aggressive BJP, which is constantly giving a message, and it wants to follow.
So what do you feel? Is it good or bad?
No, we are not talking about good or bad.
Okay, 1 second. A few minutes into the debate. A few minutes into the debate. And may I please ask, whatever, irrespective of whatever happens, did the BJP fail or succeed in Mission 44? We haven't even come to that issue yet. Did the BJP fail or win in Mission 44?
Mission 44
No, why don't you want to look at the whole issue?
BJP has clearly failed in Mission 44. They have got nothing in Srinagar. Mr. Modi held so many rallies in Srinagar, but nothing happened.
Only one rally was held in Kashmir.
And they have not achieved 44.
Barely got 1% of the vote in the valley.
But with PDP, they can say we have achieved by forming a government.
You know, the kind of hardball that Modi and Amit Shah play with allies. Exactly. Now you're going to do that in Kashmir with your weight from Jammu. It's going to be a very, very difficult bargaining process. Can I finish what I'm saying? Can I finish what I'm saying? There are 2-3 things. I mean, why? Of course, it's a more stable thing. But the point is, the BJP is not going to give the muftis and all a free lunch. They're not inclined that way. This whole thing of making statesman-like gestures, they will have a cadre which will say, this is our opportunity. Shama Prasad Mukherjee made this sacrifice for us. This is our opportunity to ki hum Srinagar se bhi jhanda
laheraenge. So therefore you're saying it won't happen?
And there is another question. There is another question. Can I please? There's another question. The other question is, the BJP is known for these fancy swearing-in ceremonies. Now, I just want you to think of a swearing-in ceremony. Now, if Narendra Modi, all top BJP leaders, you know, in the past there have been leaders of the Sangh Parivar who have joined swearing-in ceremonies. Will they all come into Srinagar along with the PDP, make a happy picture? No, make a happy picture, because that swearing-in will be 1 second. That swearing-in won't be as much the case of Mufti Mohammad Saeed being sworn in, or his daughter being sworn, or whoever becomes chief minister. It will really be about the BJP's entry into Jammu and Kashmir. There will be an everlasting political impact of such a swearing-in ceremony. I'm not asking a question of whether it is good or bad.
We are analyzing what
I am not naive to ask.
When you're analyzing, you have a net result.
I'm not saying yes, Mr. Alag. It's it's either this or that. I'm giving you an
When
analytical
you say
framework.
that this will happen, is that good for India or bad for India? That's the question I'm asking you. I'm asking you a direct question. Is it good for India or bad for India?
No, I don't have a view on that. I know what is happening in India. I don't take editorial position of what is good for India, bad in India. I'm not laying a flag anywhere. And don't try to make me do that. I've done more for India than you have done. With some advertising campaigns here and there.
Okay,
what question my
I am saying, is the PDP BJP alliance good for India or bad for India?
Let's have a more intelligent conversation than this.
Why are you doing an unintelligent conversation of saying this will happen, that will happen? I am not turning around and saying that this is bad or good, but I think this is very difficult.
Nothing is good or bad. There are shades of grey.
Okay, what are you trying to say then? Okay, come to one line and say what are you trying to say? What are you trying to say?
I don't have to explain myself to you at all.
Then I don't have to explain to you either. I don't have to explain to you.
When I'm talking, then don't
what rubbish.
I have had more pleasant conversations between the NC and the PDP.
I carry on talking about this, but I won't tell you what the conclusion is.
All right, 1 second, Mr. Kesavan. One second. Mr. C.R. Kesavan, not Mukul Kesavan, wants to make a point. Yes, Mr. Kesavan.
Mr. Arnab Goswami, not Mr. Ankur Goswami, let me make a point. See, what I want to say is this, that BJP has got a checkered mandate this time. Let us not forget that. And if there, I mean, the ball is in the PDP's court. The PDP has to decide, because the valley has completely shunned. The valley has completely shunned the BJP. So will the PDP be ready for a Garvapasi happening in the valley if they align with the BJP? Have they ever thought about
Garvapasi? Okay, Vani Tripathi.
It could very well happen in the valley. No, I'm asking it for the PDP, sir. PDP is the one who has to decide.
Okay,
PDP has to make the call.
No, fine. I'll let Vani Tripathi answer that question. Everything can't be linked to a Garvapasi. One second, Vani Tripathi.
No, Arnab. There is one Garvapasi which is very much. There is one Ghar Vapsi which is very much required for the country, and that is if Mr. Rahul Gandhi does Ghar Vapsi to the addressal of governance and issues related to governance in his own party, and that Ghar Vapsi will be very positive, for his own party and the politics of our times. But having said that, this is probably one of the first times there were so many speculative views on what is happening in Jammu and Kashmir and who will form the government, in the next few days. But as I said in the morning, and I maintain it, it will not be a government for just Jammu or Kashmir or Leh or Ladakh. It will be a comprehensive government, whoever makes an alliance and forms a government there, so that the region which hasn't progressed over so many years can get the development and progress that it requires. And that is why the agenda should not be one of how to vertically divide it. The agenda should be how to be comprehensive and bring it together.
But be warned, Vani, as I wrap up, I just say this to you. Be warned, the PDP are tough players, and Mufti Mohammad Saeed is a slightly more tough political personality compared to Uddhav Thackeray. You're not going to find him as flexible. He's been around for longer. He's a tough negotiator. He's a tough player. He's switched sides. So he's not as easy to handle as Uddhav Thackeray. I thank you very much for joining us on this very interesting debate on Mission 44.